Hello everyone, welcome to the Stoicism and Spirituality channel. Have you ever wondered what it really means to be virtuous? In a world where morality and values can seem confusing and contradictory, Stoic philosophy offers us a clear and profound definition of what it means to live a virtuous life. In Stoicism, virtue is not just an ideal, but the foundation of a full and balanced life. Today, we will explore the fundamental role of virtue in Stoic philosophy and understand how it can help us live better with wisdom, self-mastery, and inner peace. Let's dive in. Stoicism, to begin with, defines virtue as the only true source of good. For the Stoics, everything that is good is directly related to the cultivation of virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. What is even more interesting is that for the Stoics, virtue is not just something to be achieved, but something to be practiced constantly in all areas of life. It's not about being perfect, but about always striving for improvement. Example: when you act with wisdom in a difficult situation, instead of reacting impulsively, you make a rational and thoughtful choice. This is an example of how the virtue of wisdom can be applied in crucial moments of life, rather than being something purely theoretical. Now, the first important concept within Stoic virtue is wisdom. For the Stoics, wisdom is the ability to see the world clearly and to act rationally. This means understanding what we can control and what we cannot control, and acting only on what is within our reach. Wisdom teaches us to discern between what is truly important and what is transient or irrelevant. Example: you receive criticism at work. Instead of feeling offended, you reflect wisely. Can I learn from this and decide to use the criticism as an opportunity to improve, rather than losing your composure and getting frustrated? Following wisdom, the second important Stoic virtue is courage. Courage is not just physical bravery, but the moral strength to face adversity, whether in times of crisis or when making difficult decisions. Being courageous in Stoicism means having the ability to do what is right even in the face of fear or pain. Example: you find yourself in a situation where you need to speak the truth in a meeting, but fear the negative reaction from others. Courage here is choosing to be honest, even if it puts you in an uncomfortable position. This does not mean acting recklessly, but acting according to what you know is right. The third virtue, and one of the most important in Stoicism, is justice. For the Stoics, living justly means treating others with respect, fairness, and integrity. Justice goes beyond following rules. It's about acting in a way that contributes to the common good and acting with honesty and consideration for others, regardless of the situation. Example: imagine you have the opportunity to benefit from a situation unfairly, such as taking credit for something you didn't do. Even though no one might notice, the virtue of justice makes you choose the right path, which is to recognize the work of others and be honest about your own contribution. The fourth Stoic virtue is temperance. Temperance is the ability to control our desires and emotions. Unlike the unchecked pursuit of pleasure or indulgence, temperance teaches us to maintain balance in our lives. It's not about eliminating pleasures, but about living with moderation and self-control, avoiding excesses that might lead us away from what truly matters. Example: you feel the temptation to procrastinate on an important task, seeking immediate pleasure in something trivial. But with temperance, you choose self-control, focusing on the task and postponing the momentary gratification because you know that this balance will bring more long-term satisfaction. Now that we've discussed the four main virtues in Stoicism, let's reflect on how we can apply these virtues in our everyday lives. True virtue, according to the Stoics, is something that must be practiced at every moment of our lives. It's not enough to understand these virtues. We need to live them consistently, and the most effective way to live in accordance with virtue is to always conduct a self-examination, reflect on our actions, and question whether we are truly aligned with the principles we wish to follow. Example: at the end of each day, you take a moment to reflect on your actions and choices. You ask yourself, was I wise today? Did I act with courage? Was I just with others? Did I maintain balance in my actions? This daily reflection is a practical way to engage in the continuous process of living a virtuous life. Finally, Stoicism teaches us that virtue is a continuous journey. It's not about being perfect or achieving an impossible ideal, but about constantly improving and seeking to live more in alignment with reason and Stoic values. This requires patience, practice, and above all, self-understanding. Virtue is not something you attain once and for all, but something you cultivate with each action, each choice, and each moment of your life. Example: in a moment of frustration, you realize your patience is being tested. Instead of acting impulsively, you remember that the virtue of temperance can help you handle the situation. You take a deep breath, reflect on the situation, and choose to act calmly and controlled. As we've seen, Stoicism not only gives us a set of principles, but a practical way to apply virtue in our everyday life. By cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we become capable of living with more balance and control over our emotions and actions. True virtue, for the Stoics, is not something unattainable, but something we can practice every day, in every choice, and in every moment. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and let me know in the comments. Did this video help you? Subscribe to the channel for more content on philosophy and personal development. Don't forget to watch these other 2 videos and further enhance your knowledge.